Alright, welcome to the stream, guys. So we'll continue where we left off yesterday. Check tokenizer and compilation. Okay. Okay, we have to continue from this method, compile expression. Okay, let me open up the slides. In this tab, I will open up the grammar. So that it is easier to switch back and forth between different slides. Okay, we have opened the grammar slides, and let's see, for this slide, let's forget about it for now. So we need to write this method, compile expression. So where is expression? Yeah, it's here. And for the basic for the basic parser, where is it? Except for expressions. Okay, so in that case, I think we go into Nand2Tetris projects, then expressionless square in dot xml. Okay, so expression yeah, so instead of expression, we'll be just having a single identifier or a constant. So let me open up. For the expression, we are going to have a term, but we won't have a complicated expression, at least for the basic version. So we'll ignore this op term part for now. And I think for even for this term we will be having an integer constant or string constant. Yeah, maybe a string constant as well, a keyword constant like this, and variable name. That will be it. So let me open up this. So what should we do in this method? First of all, we're going to have wait up. Yeah, we do need this expression. After that, inside expression we have term. Okay, so in this slides I should open up the different rules. Okay, so I was talking about this rules, and the term token comes under second rule. Or is it? Yeah, it comes under second rule, so it will be having a method of its own. Alright, so after this we should advance the token first of all. So this will give us the next term, next token, which will be the term, and we need to call compile term, and we'll pass the token, right? Okay, so I think this is it for the compile expression method. Let me check. Yeah, we'll be having a single term. Yeah, we will be having this op term, but this is for the second version. For now, let's just focus on having one term. So now we need to create compile term method as well. Definition compile term. So token term. Okay, term can be of type integer, string, constant, keyword, constant, variable name. Now all of this comes under the third type, I think. Integer constant. Where is the integer constant? Yeah, it is of terminal element type, so integer constant. After that we have a string constant, keyword constant. Keyword. What's a keyword constant? I think just another name for keyword maybe. Okay. After that we have variable name. Okay, so after variable we'll be having this. Let's check. So we do need to advance it. Wait up, no, we don't need to advance it. Do we just need to print it or what? What happens if we just print it? This will be, let's say these are terms. Okay, I think this is it for compile term. So now comes the hard part. We need to test this program and see if it produces a correct output or not. Okay, let's go back to main file. Yeah, what we are doing here is opening up the file, calling the parse file. Inside this we are first getting the tokenizer object, and we pass this tokenizer object to the parser. That's it, basically, because we don't need to call any other method in the parser. So now we'll try to test this program. Analyzer. Okay, what should we pass first? We have array test. Let's check in the project section. Square dance. Okay, so we should use this expressionless. And after we are done, we should be having main out.xml in this folder. main.out.xml, square game.out.xml, and square out.xml. So let's try to run it. Let's pass this. Oops, what happened? Let me check. What happened? F path. Is it because of this keyword file? Okay, let me change this. Try to run it again. Okay, it was not that. Expected string bytes or OS path like object, not IO wrapper for the fs path dot os.fs path p. Okay, so that means this J file is incorrect. where I was passing the J file. Split text. Yeah. Okay, I get it. Instead of J file, we should be passing the path. This should be path. Okay. Ooh, what happened? Name TKZ is not defined. Where is it not defined? Why is it not defined? Yeah, I need to use self.tkz, right? Let me check. That means I have to change in all the everywhere where tkz appears. So tkz.advanced. This should be self.tkz.advanced. Okay, we need to change it wherever it appears, so let's do that. Percentage tkz, wherever it appears, replace it with self.tkz gc. Okay, not that one. Yep. I should have replaced all of them in one go. It's alright. It's done. Let me save it and let's run the file again. Okay, it ran without errors, but we need to check now if we have correct output or not. It doesn't seem like we have correct output. Oh, what is this garbage? Wait, we are supposed to have tags, not just values. So what happened? We need to check print tag. We are printing these tags. Then why are they not appearing? This function should print the tags. What is really happening? Let me check. So apparently we are getting symbol, then the symbol, keyword, then the keyword. Okay, we are printing the type and the token, but we don't have the tags. Why is this happening? Keyword too. Wait, is this the output of the tokenizer? Let me check. Tokenizer, are we printing somewhere? Yeah, it must be the print statement of this tokenizer. Okay, we should comment all of these print statements. Right, print self token. Do we already have any printed? Nope. So let's comment all of this print statements so that we know. Now we have commented all the print statements. Let's check the output now. Good, so we are apparently getting the tags, but where's the value? We're just getting the tags. We're not getting the value of the token. And okay, so we have class tag and the ending class tag. After that, we don't even have any values. Why is this happening? Okay, let's check. Does that mean we are not passing any token, or the token is empty by default? Is that so? Wait up, let me check the tokenizer. Yeah, what did I do? If the token equal to none in the token type, token is by default null. Set the current token to self.current token. Maybe when we are advancing the token, we are not getting the correct token. Maybe it might be causing the problem. So let me check what's the advanced method. Are we even sending the correct token back? Well, when we run this code, oh yeah, I get it. We are not calling this parse all tokens. Oh wait, we are calling it from this init method. When we create a tokenizer, we are calling parse all tokens. Then why don't we have the tokens? Okay, we are apparently getting 3 outputs for 3 files. That means the files are being called one by one, and we are getting an identifier, class identifier, and the identifier is empty. So the compile class method is being called, and we are printing the class. Then the print tag is being called. Okay, let's also print the token here. Token let's try to run it again. We are getting, so the token is empty. That means when we call the advanced method, it's not returning anything. Why is this happening? Token dot, wait, we're calling self.tkz advance. Okay, this is supposed to return the token. So we are getting the tokenizer object, we are storing it inside tkz. We are using self.tkz to advance, to call the advance method on it. Let's check the advance method. So we might be returning none. Now why are we returning none? If self.current token index is less than, we should be returning the current token, right? So let me try to print the current token inside if current token Whoa, what happened? Token is not defined. Of course we don't have token. It is self dot current. This should be, oh wait up, I get it. I missed one T over here. Okay, that must be the reason why we were not getting tokens. So I think it might work now. Let's try to run it again. Whoops, what happened? Okay, apparently we're getting the tokens, but okay, so we have solved this error. We don't need this print statement anymore. Now we are getting the tokens, but we have another error now. So let's just check the token first of all. So in this case we have a lot of tokens. We have the class token, after that we have square, this token failed in int x comma xy. Okay, good. But why are we getting this error now? Compile let statement missing one. Okay, we are not passing the compile let. Okay, it's not inside this file. Compile let, right, we are supposed to pass the token. Okay, this will do it. Wait, we have to, I think we need to change it in other if else as well, because I copied this if else during the whole program. Okay, let's see where else we need to. Yeah, here as well. Okay, all right. Okay, that was it. Let's try to run it again. Okay, now we have this error. Compilation engine object has no attribute compile do statement. Compile do. Wait, we do have it. Yeah, I need to capitalize the S. Now what happened? List index out of range. Okay. Even though I place the protection in place, we are getting outside the range. Why is this happening? Ah, yeah, we are assigning the current token index before we are checking this. So let's see. Let's do this inside this if condition. It might solve our issue. Right, so let's try to run it now. Okay, what happened? It stopped. It seems it stopped at this point. So our program is not exiting. Could be the issue. After the return statement, it just stopped. Oh. Why is our program not exiting? Return statement. Is it going in infinite circles? No, but if that was the case, we might be getting the print statements again. So that doesn't seem to be the case here. And then what could be happening? Why doesn't it exist? That do we have the output file or not? At least. Okay, so apparently we do have the output files. main.jack xml game t out main out xml. Let's check main out.xml. We have main out.xml. After that we should be having square game out.xml as well. We do have it. main out main t main xml. After that we have square game out. Okay, we have square out.xml as well, and square out.xml. Right, so we have got all the three output files. Then why is our program not stopping? Let me check this analyzer code. Let me print something. Print parsing file fpath. Let's try to run it now. Parsing file expression. Ooh, why is it passing main.check? Oh yeah, it is supposed to pass in the check file. Of course. Okay, but why doesn't it stop after it is done parsing this file? So it passes the main.check file at last. So we need to check up to what statement it is done parsing. So let me check the main.check file. Let me open it. Main VM. Okay, it should end with this last symbol. So let's see, we have an if statement, ending of if, and after that we have written. So it must be this. Where is the else part? We do have an else part here, but it is apparently empty. We don't have any statements inside this if else. We have if keyword, after that we have a symbol, if statement, then if keyword, symbol, expression, term. Whoops, for term we have a symbol. Wait, this is incorrect. Why is it printing this symbol inside the term part? This is incorrect. I need to check from the starting of the file. Okay, main.check class, then main. Wait, we do have the comparer script, right? Let's just use the comparer script. Okay, we'll pass main dot main out dot xml and main dot xml. First file is sorter, only 0 lines. Whoa, what do you mean only 0 lines? We have some content. Let me check. Main out. We are not writing anything. Okay, so let me check another file. This time let's check square out xml and square.xml. Comparison failure in line 36. At this point I don't even know how to debug this because it's a huge program. I should have tested it incrementally. So we have class, after that we have the keyword class, then identifier square. Whoa, this is square.check file. Okay, so let me open it up. To open up square.check file. Right, so we have keyword square, identifier square. Okay, after that we have curly brace as the symbol, and we have class variable declaration, keyword field, keyword int, then keyword x, symbol comma, y identifier, okay, semicolon. After that the class variable declaration ends. Now we have a second class variable declaration. It seems correct as well. After that we have a subroutine declaration. Inside that we have constructor keyword, square identifier, new, wait, yeah, new is also an identifier, right? Or is it? Let me check the grammar. What the heck is this new? Subroutine declaration. Subroutine declaration, we have a constructor void subroutine name. What the hell? This is supposed to be a type. Yeah, it is a type. Oh yeah, this is the name. Okay, I get it. After that we have symbol and a parameter list. Inside the parameter list we have keyword int, ax as an identifier, symbol comma, keyword int, ay identifier, symbol comma, keyword int, identifier size, parameter list ends. After that we have symbol and the subroutine body. Oh wait, the subroutine body starts, but why is this subroutine description not ended? Wait, the subroutine description starts here. Yeah, so subroutine body is part of subroutine declaration, so that's why it is not ending yet. Okay, and the subroutine body starts. We have the symbol, then we have a let statement. Inside it we have let as keyword identifier equal to, oh, what's the equal to symbol? I need to change, I need to fix this. Don't have an equal to symbol. Let me check. Let wait, so we have, yeah, we are not printing the equal to symbol. Wait, even though it is here, why are we not printing it? What is happening? So first we print the let statement. After that we advance the token, we print a variable name, then we advance the token again, and this, it is either this, if the token is this, oh yeah, I get it. So we are skipping this equal to and the token is not this. So what should we do here? This, which advance the token, if it is this one, then what do? We print a token. After that we print the expression, print this token, then we advance. So it is okay. I think I just need to, let me comment this and check if it works or not. This means I need to compile it again. See, we should be having correct output this time. Where's the let keyword? Subroutine body, let statement. Yeah, so we are getting the equal to symbol now. After that we are printing the expression, but for the expression we just have a term. Whoa, where's this ax? We are skipping it apparently. So when we have an expression we call term, after that we are just printing the symbol, so that means we are skipping this. Let me check. I need to check expression. Inside this we are advancing the token. No, not here. Yeah, first we are printing equal to, then we advance the token and pass this token to compile expression, right? So let me check the compile expression method now. Okay, so here we are advancing it again when we are supposed to print it, not advance it, right? What's the expression? We already have got the token, which is an expression. So let me get rid of this and we call the compile term directly. So let's try to run it again now. Whoops, what happened? Aha, oh, the string is returning none. Why is it returning none? Token must be empty apparently. And this time the program halted. That means it is correct now. But can only concatenate string, not none. Let's keep this error for now. Let's go back to where we were. Whoops. Okay, so in this case I need to check main square out okay, subroutine declaration. Let x, then we are getting the term identifier correctly in this case now. Good. After that it should, oh wait, this symbol should be the part of expression, right? Oh no, this is correct. It should be outside the expression. That we have symbol. Again we have second let. It's going to be all right. Okay, after that I should fix the indentation later. For that we have another let statement with the keyword let, identify size equal to symbol and an expression. a size and image symbol. Okay, after that we have a to statement, keyword to, then we have a subroutine call. Inside that we have identifier, draw, symbol and subroutine call ends. After that the symbol. Good. And finally we have a return statement with keyword return and an expression term identifier x, and expression ends. We have symbol, return statement ends, and now we have symbol and the subroutine body ends. Good. Now second subroutine. Whoa, why is the subroutine declaration printed twice? Let me check. Subroutine deck. Okay, this should be an ending tag. That was the ending tag of the previous subroutine declaration. Okay, I get it now. After that we have subroutine declaration method. Let's just keep this and go to the end of the file and see why we were getting that error. Which file is this one? Let me check class. This is first one. Oops. Whoa. Why is it not finding the class tag? Should I go at the bottom? Okay, we just have one class tag. Of course, we have just one class tag. We are inside this just one file. Okay, so then which file is being compiled at the last? Need to check it out. Okay, we have reached the limit of the history log. It's the one with draw rectangle as an identifier and screen, so we need to check it manually. Hey Ricardo, thanks for the follow. Are you a Python developer as well? Okay, so where was I? We have opened up the square file. I think we are getting error in the main file, so let's check it out. We need to open main dot check. Okay, now let's check main out. Main out dot xml. Okay, so we have the return statement at the last, then the keyword return. Return statement, keyword return, then the expression, it's empty. Okay, so in case of return, the expression might be empty as well, so we haven't taken care of that case. So let's take care of it. Return, that's the method, compile return. Okay, we print the return tag. After that we advance it. And we so according to the grammar, we might have 0 or 1 expression. So now we need to check if it is an expression or not. So how can we check if it is an expression? Expression can be a term. So we just need to check if the next token is the semicolon or not. So we need to do it here. If token not equal to semicolon, then we know it is an expression. So call this compile expression. But if it is semicolon, wait up. Yeah, so let me indent this, so this will work. If the token is not equal to semicolon, then we call the expression, compile expression, and pass that token. And when we are back from this compile expression, we advance the token so that we have semicolon. But if it is semicolon, then we just simply print it, right? So let's get the output again. Main.out. Oh, so this time we are not getting even a single error. So that must mean we have correct output. We might have minor syntax errors. So let's try to compare. The square out comparison failed. Okay, let's compare other files. This time let's compare main out with main.xml. Comparison failure symbol. Okay, where did it fail? Symbol and parameter list. So I need to open up main.out. We just check the main.out, right? Do we have a parameter list? Nope, we don't have it here. But it seems that we have a parameter list inside this. Oops. We are supposed to have a parameter list somewhere around here. Let me check main.xml. Parameter. We should be having an empty parameter list. Okay, so what are we really doing? That let me open up parameters. Where is it? Parameters. Subroutine body parameter list. Yeah, parameter list. So we are not even calling the parameter list if the next token is this. So, and apparently we should call it according to the output. Okay, we'll do as they say, then we'll call it. Okay, that means we need to change this as well, right? Where is the parameter list grammar? Okay, it's here. What should we do? Well, we can call this parameter list anyway. Instead of having this while loop here, we could have this while loop inside the parameter list. Right. Okay, so let's do something like this. We will advance the token and call the parameter list anyway. After that we advance again and print it. Okay, let's see. Now it will check if token not equal to this, then we will go through all of this motion. Okay, I think this might work. Let's check. Main dot out example parameter list. We have parameter list which is apparently empty. Okay, so now let's try to compare it again. We have a failure at let statement and statements. Okay, why do we have a failure? I think it is at this point, statements. The output is not that much good. This text comparer not that much descriptive. Let statement mean at line number 26. We just have one let statement, right? We have many let statements. Yeah, we just have the let statements, let statements, to statement. Oh, I get it. Let me check my output. It should be inside a statement tag, right? Where do we have statements? Inside if else tags, and the statements are inside variable declaration. Wherever we have statements, we should be printing a statements tag. Okay, what else are we supposed to print? Where is it? Function void. This is a variable declaration. After that, we should be having a statements tag and the statements after that. Okay, let's fix that. Where should it be? Okay, here. If it is a variable declaration, we call it. Okay, we should have a separate statements method then in this case. According to the rules, the statement is supposed to be non-terminal and state. What is the statements? Yeah, the statements. We should be having a statements as a non-terminal rule, right? Okay, it doesn't matter. Let's just have a statements class then. Define compile statements serve token, which should be inside this. First of all, we need these two tags. That should be statements. So wherever we have statements, we should be calling this compile statements method. So here, suppose what really we should be doing is, for the subroutine body, if token not equal to curly bracket hey pixel pet, are you a bot? Is this a bot or am I talking to a real person? Ah, great. Okay, so your profile looks interesting. You build games, I guess. Yeah, you're a pixel artist and a video game developer. Okay, I'll follow you. Okay, if the token is not equal to curly bracket, then we will call self.compile statements and we'll pass the token. Okay, and we should have this switch cases inside the compile statements method mostly. So let me copy all of this. It should be here. Okay. So what language do you work with usually for making the games? Pixel Pet. Do you use bare bones C, C++, or something like C sharp? Affiliate. Well, yeah, of course, I would want an affiliate status because I haven't got it already. What about you? Do you have affiliate status yet? Compile statement while token not equal to used all. Okay. Which one do you like the most? Do you like working with bare metals? Next one will be Unity. So that means you will be using C#. Like can you use any other language other than C# in Unity, or do you have to use C# only if you work with Unity? So I think I have used Unity, but not that much, for a bit. You need 3 more followers. I don't think affiliates you need. There's a capital. There's a condition for followers or something. As far as I know, to become an affiliate, you need watch time and stream time and simultaneous chat. 3 simultaneous chat, I guess. There are just 3 conditions. Okay. So do you do only game development only, or do you code anything else as well? While token is not equal to this. I think I should do self. Okay, sure. We'll see you. tkz dot advance backward. Okay. Do I need to do anything before this while loop? I don't think so. So if there are no statements, then this token will be the ending curly break. So we just do backward, print the statements, and then we come at this point, in which case we should advance the token and print it, right? And let me get rid of this. Okay, this might work. So we need to do the same thing wherever the statement appears in the grammar. So it appears in the subroutine body. We already changed the subroutine body code now. Okay, where else does the statements appear in the grammar? We have it inside if and else, inside while as well. Where else does it appear? Inside the subroutine call. No, that's an expression list, not statements. Okay, we don't have any statements in this. So the statements appear only in the subroutine body and inside let statement. No, not inside let, inside if, inside while. Okay, so let's change if and while. If compile if. Okay, so over here we should be checking here if token not equal to this, and we call self dot, what was it, compile statements. We pass the token. Pixel pet is back. So I was asking, what else do you do besides game development? Like, I know you do pixel art and all of that, but do you do anything like related to web development, mobile development, app development, anything else, or just systems programming like this, compilers or anything else? Self.compile statements token. Software developer. So what kind of softwares do you develop? Like this, you mean like this, compilers, or what kind of stuff? Home heating app. Home heating app. So is it kind of embedded app or something like IoT, some IoT device, apps for IoT device or something? Home heating. It sounds interesting. Token self.advance token not equal to this, and we call compile statements. After that we advance the token and print the tag. Okay, so now we have changed the if compile method. We need to change while method now. That's interesting. Home heating app. So then you must be doing a lot of embedded programming, right? You must be using C mostly. Am I right? Actually, you know, I find this kind of work interesting. I also want a job like that where I can do, you know, bare bones programming, because I find web development work not that much interesting to do this kind of work where I have to work with the bare bones system. Token. You don't like that job? Well, I would do anything to get that kind of job. So tell me more about it. What does it involve exactly? Like what stack do you use? What language do you use? What kind of hardware do you work with, and all of that? Dude, you should also stream this kind of stuff as well. I will be on your stream more often then, because I love this kind of stuff. It's a lot of work. Well, if you love it, then it's not that much of a work. Still, tell me what does it look like your regular work? And how can you get that kind of job? Like what kind of projects do you need to have in your portfolio? File statements, token. You mean if you stream your work? Yeah, most of the companies don't allow streaming work. Yeah, right. And I think I don't regularly search Stack Overflow. Yeah, well, that is most of the 90% is just searching Stack Overflow, right? Still, I find it very much, you know, interesting, this kind of work. Do you have a link to your portfolio or something? I would love to check out your profile. Do you have those kind of projects on your GitHub link, GitHub profile? Okay, it seems you don't have a GitHub profile link inside your about section. Okay, it's a big company, good. Got in through college degree. I guess so. Because most of the low level stuff requires you to have a strong background in computer engineering or something. You might have done computer engineering or computer science or something, right? I can't say anything about C++. I have not really tried it yet, Bonzo, but just recently I was doing some C stuff work. Like just recently I gave an exam for one of my friend. He didn't know how to program in C and he needed to pass his university exam, so I helped him pass his exam. I did his exam work, which was mostly in C, and I did his assignments as well. So you can say I'm not that much good in C, but I'm a beginner. But I want to learn C and C++ because most of the stuff that I want to build, like compilers and stuff, they are mostly built in C and C++. So that's one of my goal, to get good in C and C++. In fact, just recently, just this morning, I was watching a video on a crash course video on C++. Game. So for how much? What do you mean? How much for what? You mean the exam? How much did I charge for the exam? Bonzo, are you also learning C and C++? Building this GitHub project. What kind of project are you building? Well, I didn't charge that much because he was my friend. Not actually friend, but friend of a friend. So for the assignments, I charged, how much did I charge? $70 for the assignment work and $70 for passing the exam. So thanks. Canadian dollars. I'm talking about Canadian dollars. Clumsy. Can you provide a link to your portfolio site, your GitHub site, Bonzo? Network testing. It's called Clumsy. It sounds cool. So PixelPat, you must be very much experienced in C and C++, I suppose, right? Because you are working with embedded stuff. Lol. Ah, you love C++. You know what? That's what I'm going to learn next now. But prefer C#. Okay. This is the link to your profile. Let me open it up. So C#, but mostly for the game development, right? So what kind of projects do you build in C++ other than games like so once makes a network condition Windows significantly about it. It's written in C, Python, Lua, and okay. So mostly it is written in C, I guess. Whether you capture them. Simulation, latency, etc. on applications. So you mean any applications, right? For games as well as for streamings. Can you use it for OBS as well? But I guess OBS has its own latency tester. Lol, what's up with this description? Makes your network condition on Windows significantly worse. If it makes it worse, why would anyone use this? The description is funny. So why are you struggling with building these applications? You were saying something about, is it a particular bug that you are struggling with or any particular feature that you want to implement? Trying to increase latency to 10,000 milliseconds. Well, to be honest, I don't know a damn thing about network applications. What about you, Pixelpad? Can you help me? Can you help with this code? Can you help him? You must be having experience with network applications, right, Pixelpad? Just edit the latency code. Where is it? The latency code. Is it inside lag.c? Are you talking about this lag max? It is 3000. Are you talking about this parameter? Lag max. Yeah, I opened it up. Okay. But isn't this application just for Windows? Because I'm using Linux. So what's the problem then? You can edit this, right, to 10,000. Why is it not working for you? Xcode VS. By VS, do you mean VS Code or any other Visual Studio application? Is there a Visual Studio application just for C++? Are you talking about this Visual Studio ID? Visual Studio. Okay, then. Well, I don't have experience building C++ applications, but I can try. I think I already have. I already have the G++ compiler. So if you can walk me through the compilation process, I can try to build it. Can I build it in Linux? Okay, let me try to mess with it. Maybe it might work. And the problem is you also have this Lua files. So do you need a separate, something compiler or a transpiler or translator or something for this Lua? Because I have not really worked with any Lua code. Damn, how much big is it? Oh. Well, I don't know if I am really helping you or not, because I don't really have a damn clue about any of this stuff. I have not worked with C++, and I also not tried to build any project in C++. I don't know how this really works. Still, scripts. So how do you usually build it in your Visual Studio? I guess inside IDE you don't have to type the commands, right? You just click a button for compiling. Do you have a make file or something which I can use to build this project? Clone the repository in VS with the pre-make beta. But I don't have the Visual Studio ID. I just have the Visual Studio code. And I think to set up Visual Studio in my machine, it will take a lot of time. I might have to download a lot of dependencies. Okay, so it says that you can build C code in Visual Studio Code as well. I can try to open it up in Visual Studio Code. Maybe it will work. Let me try to do it at least. pre-make Lua. Code editor, build and debug C++. It works with your existing tools. Sorry man, I don't really know how to run this. So when you say you clone the repository in VS with the pre-make 4.0, pre-make this. How to build C++ and Lua project. This sounds complicated. Yeah, it sure does look like it is tricky. I think if there was a single make file or something, I would have done something. Well, if you are new, did you write all of this code by yourself? All of this? Oh, so this is not your code. I thought it was your code. So you just want to change this latency and try to build it on your system. Is that it, right? Oh, and if this is an open source code, then I don't know really how to build it. At least you know how this code works, so that means you are not that much new. You have a bit of experience, I guess, with networking applications. So are you still learning C and C++, or are you what kind of, do you have a developer job? Good. Rebuilt it as exe with modification. What my VS Code? Let me see this page for more info and build instructions. Manual. This is how you build. Clumsy only support Windows 7 and so did you try to build the code without the modifications? Is it working then? Is it working without the modifications? Git clone pre-make vs. And according to this manual, it seems that there is there's no support for Linux. You need a Windows machine to build it. At least you need a Visual Studio 2012 or something. And remake. Okay, so it did not work without the modifications as well. Let's see. So when you call this pre-make for VS20 2010 to build the solutions or make file, okay, which version of Visual Studio Code do you have? Because it seems there are different steps to carry out for different versions of Visual Studio. For Visual 19. Okay, so it seems well, I guess this software is a bit old, because at least inside the manual they have mentioned only Visual Studio 2012. Okay, so I think for your version you need to carry out the steps. Well, I think, yeah, so it will work. It will definitely work, but at least for the newer versions you need to carry out different steps. So here it is said that if you choose to build using V's 2012 edition, or by 2012, that maintaining the newer editions, the runtime must be dynamically linked. This is due to provided library binaries are using dynamic runtime. This means if you want to distribute your builds, the user needs to install. Okay. Did you try downloading this runtime? 2012 runtime? And it is recommended to use this TDM64 GCC to build a project. Let's check the issues. Well, I used to have dual booted Windows and Ubuntu, but after I bought a new SSD, I totally removed the Windows machine, and now I just use this Ubuntu machine, which is basically a Linux distro. And now I don't feel like going back to Windows because I don't really play video games and such, so I don't really have a need to go back to Windows machine. Build not working. Did you raise this issue or what? This is your comment, right? I'm trying to increase 3000 millisecond cap. Okay, that's not your comment. So maybe try finding a different project which is similar to this one. Did you carry out all of these steps? Did you just do these 3 steps? I mean, after the cloning, I guess. Remake this. Oops, even the this link is not working. This TDM64 GCC. So they already have binaries as well, pre-compiled binaries. Is that so? Which contains 3000 milliseconds as cap. Do you mean that? Yeah, of course. I would like to learn other languages. So that's what I was saying. After this, I am sort of confused whether I should start learning C++ right now. So I'm a beginner in C language. Like I don't have that much experience in C, and I want to learn C++, but I also want to learn Go language as well. So I'm confused right now. Which one should I pick first? Plus, the kind of applications that I want to build, like compilers and such, they are mostly built in this C and C++ language. So that's the route I want to take. What about you? Are you learning any other languages other than C and C++? Okay. Then which language would you like to learn after this, after C and C++? And I suppose C and C++ must be, a subject in your university course, right? That's why you are learning C and C++. You will Python. Good. So it is actually nice that you have learned C and C++ before learning Python, because Python is mostly like a pseudocode, right? everything is done for you when you use Python. But when you use C and C++, you have to build, you have to get your hands dirty. So I think people should learn C and C++ before learning Python, or at least they should try to learn C and C++ after learning Python. So what kind of applications do you like to build? Failure at subroutine call. Connection emulators. What do you mean by connection emulators? Do you mean this kind of apps, clumsy and such, like network applications? Network connection emulator. Ah, great. So yeah, I would also like to learn such things. So how is your networking skills? Did you have a networking subject yet in your university? By the way, if you want inspiration for projects, you are learning networking. Good. So actually, I also attended university, but I didn't really complete it. I dropped out after 2 years, so I missed the networking subject. I attended computer science as well. It's all part of IT. Yeah. I was also in computer science degree, computer engineering to be precise, but I didn't complete it. I just did 2 years of it. And if you want inspiration for projects, these two repositories are good. Failure subroutine call identifier. By the way, when you say a network connection emulator. What does it involve? Like, what kind of features does it have? Packet loss, reordering, latency, bandwidth stuff. Okay. Are you also interested in hacking related stuff as well? Have you tried to learn anything related to security hacking? Subroutine call identifier. Subroutine call. Whoops. Where is the subroutine call part? Do, and after that we have subroutine call. I get so, because you are interested in networking and stuff. I thought that you might be interested in pen testing as well. So what kind of pen testing have you done? Network pen testing or applications like web applications or mobile applications? Because before doing recently I was doing bug bounty stuff as well. So I did web hacking related stuff. Okay, we're not supposed to have subroutine call as a tag. Subroutine call. That's why it was inside the third rule. Okay, let me check it out. Okay, we are supposed to have all of this logic inside the do statement itself. Okay. So instead of calling the subroutine, okay, let's do that. Let me copy all of this code. And paste it in the do method itself. Okay, when we do token advance, played around with Kali. So what kind of applications did you try to hack? Networking, like Wi-Fi and stuff? You might have used Wireshark as well, right? Because it seems you are interested in network applications a lot. MITM, man in the middle testing. So when you say man in the middle testing, do you mean like checking if there is a man in the middle attack happening right now or not? Do you mean that kind of applications? Because I have not really tried this man in the middle attack, but I have used applications which use man in the middle techniques, like you might be knowing about Shoot. It is mostly used for analyzing the network communications, like from the browser to websites and so on. You can also modify the request and so on. It is a very powerful tool. It is mostly used for web hacking. Okay, now we have error at this line, symbol expression list. Okay. So what's your opinion about pen testing versus programming? Did you like pen testing more or programming? Like, what would you like to have as a career? Security related stuff or programming? Okay, so the after symbol we are supposed to have an empty expression list. Yeah. Whoops. I see. We should have an empty tag for the expression list. So let me fix that. It should be inside the subroutine call. Instead of looking for exploits. Yeah, I mean, and you know, sometimes looking for exploits and stuff, it gets tiring, because when you try, at least for the bug bounty related stuff, because you try to hack on a particular system for days on end, and if you don't find anything, you don't get that, instant like boost, or that you did something, and you feel pretty demotivated. At least that's how I felt with bug bounty related stuff. And while you are coding, there is some instant gratifications, like you type something and you have instant output. Like, it's motivating, but it's not the case with hacking related stuff. But I think in the future I would like to learn binary exploitation and stuff, because the project, this course I'm doing, Nand2Tetris, it also teaches us the low level of computer, like assembly and stuff. So yeah, right, coding is fun, and you get the instant gratification of making something like. Okay, so in this case, yeah, right, mastering a language, you know uh, that's also one of my goal, to master a particular language. So if you observe most of the best of the best programmers, they have at least a particular language they have mastered. Like, they can code in sleep as well in that particular language. It's good to master just one language. Like, you can learn uh, more than one language, but it's good to master just one. If you had to master just one language, which one would it be for you? Which one would you master? token not equal to this. Okay, now we have this error, symbol. Whoops. At line number 47, we should have a semicolon after this. Do we have that? Yeah, I think C++ mastering C++ is great, and not only Windows application, because you can use C++ for all the OS, like the whole, I mean, not C++, but most of the Linux is written in C. I think Windows is also written in C, most of it I think, but Linux is written in C, and most of the applications that run on C, which are, you know, the system level, OS level, they are written in C. So, and you can also write most of the, I think they use a combination of C and C++. So both of these languages are good for mastering. We don't have a semicolon. We are supposed to have a semicolon after this. Do game dot run expression, empty expression list. Okay, this should be semicolon. So where did I mess up? Checking if the token is not equal to this. I'm going the back one. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I need to change this code. Then where did I change the code? I change it over here in the compile do. Yeah, right, we are not really using the subroutine call method, so we don't need to change it. But after changing this code, we are still printing this. But you know, I'm worried about learning C++ because if you observe the job market, it is mostly focused on web development. Like most of the tech market is focused on web development related stuff, at least, or the apps development and so on. So most of them learn JavaScript and so on. And that's compared to C++ job, there are many jobs for web developers. And at least many of the job postings I have looked at for C++ developers, they require you to be, very an expert in C++. Like there are no, at least I have not come across any jobs which need a junior level developer for C++. So that's a problem. Like I like working with C++ and all the low level programming languages, but there is a lack of jobs. Not exactly lack of jobs, but it's harder to get into this kind of jobs because they require you to be at expert level, mostly at least. Yeah, that's also one of the reasons it takes me years to master. And I've not really experienced it myself, but most of the developers says that the syntax of C++ is sort of ambiguous. Like there are many ways to do just one simple things. So there are a lot of ways to do just one simple line of code, not like as compared to Go. Like most of them say that Go doesn't have that kind of ambiguous way. Just have one way, like this is how you do printing, this is how you do this, this is how you do this. But that's not the case for C language. And syntax is also a bit complicated. And for C++, I think most of the jobs are in either in finance sector. Like in finance sector, it is used a lot, C++, and it is also used a lot in game development. Yeah, exactly, multiple ways of doing one thing. And my personality is like that. Like I don't really like stuff which shows you like there are many ways, like choose one. I'm really bad at picking just one thing and going with it. Like I want just one way of doing things because I get into paralysis of analysis if I have multiple ways of doing one thing. And that's also one reason why I want to learn Go language. Like it promises of that just the simple syntax. Compile expression list. Why is it not working? So for the do part, we first print do, and then we advance the token, and we should be having a subroutine name, so we print it. After that, we advance wait, yeah, if the token is this dot, that means we have this kind of syntax. If it is not, then that means we have this. Okay, after that we advance the token, and we call this expression list. So that yeah, we need to advance it again. Okay, this will work now. All right, thanks for the follow, man. I will see you around. Sure, you too. Thanks. Oops. Alright, so before I fix this, I'm also going to take a 1 minute break. Okay, let's fix that error now. Keyword else, and after that we have statement. Line number 95. Okay, where is else? After else we are supposed to have a symbol and then statements. So what do we have? Whoa. What is this? This doesn't look right. So we are ending the if part just after the else. This is not correct.